All right, I'm coming up on Coal Creek Canyon here in colorful Colorado. This is a really interesting train line that blows right along the front range here. And I just saw the front engine right before I pushed the record button go over this bridge that crosses the road up here. I'm gonna try to pull over somewhere where we can kind of get a look at the train from a couple different angles, because it's a pretty cool thing to see. Okay, there it is. There's the engine going over the bridge on the road right here, and I'm gonna pull over right here, because what it does is it goes around this little corner right here, and then it comes up this track right here. So let's look at we'll look at the, I'm gonna try to zoom in here a little bit. Okay, what are we seeing here? A bunch of fog through the window. That's what we're seeing. Get a little closer here, maybe it'll focus. Focus, you fack. Yeah, I'll just roll the window down a little bit. Probably hear it too that way. We got some wind, so you might get some wind noise, unfortunately. Having a hard time focusing way out there. Sure is. There's the train going over the trestle. It's an old school trestle. Sorry about the quality here. Looks like it's suffering. But the train goes, oh, we're missing it. She goes right up there. She goes right up there through a tunnel in the mountain. So once she crosses that bridge, she comes around this corner here behind this little hill, and then they cut a hole in the mountain, and it goes through the mountain. Oh, see? Can't see it. There it is. Barely see it up there in the corner. And it goes through the mountain, then it goes all the way down to Louisville, Colorado. I'm going to squish it down a little bit here. That is fertilizer. That's all those black tanker cars are always liquid sulfur, if I remember correctly. And Burlington Northern Santa Fe. This is a kind of a road maintenance area with a construction trailer. You got a lot of construction going on in this canyon since the flood. They're still rebuilding a lot of the roads around here since the flood that was going on, what, 6 years ago, something like that. Then you got two more giant diesel engines on the back of the train to provide back tension and braking, to keep the tension on that line of cars exactly perfect, so that the cars don't try to collapse going downhill, and then they don't strain the front pair of engines too badly going uphill. Lot of thought, lot of technology goes into lining cars up that long and getting them safely from one point to another. Hooking up train cars is no joke, and last thing you want is a derailment, no matter what kind of train you're engineering, passenger or freight. So kind of a short video, but a lot of people like trains, and yeah, it's hard to get a good picture through this back window, I'll tell you what. So I thought I'd try to show a little bit of a train. I think I've got some other train footage I've covered before, but this track, I mean, you can barely see it hugging the mountainside here until the train is on it, and then it looks pretty cool. And the landscape is so it's so perfect and huge that the train itself looks like a toy. Almost looks like a model train when you see it from a distance, because of the scale of the mountain and the size of the train and all that. There's another sort of a mesa over here behind me to the left that they used old train cars, set them up on some abandoned track, filled them with dirt, and planted trees and bushes and stuff in them, and it stands there as a permanent snow fence. Works really well, and it's just kind of a cool thing when you see these train cars that just never move, and you know what that is. So yeah, little factoids there. I could I guess keep filming and show you what it's like to drive up this canyon, but I'll tell you what, that feels a little dangerous. And one of these days I'll get you a shot of Cold Creek Canyon going up the canyon, because it's a little too much fun. This is a sort of a twisty, turny canyon, and you can just hear motorcycles screaming up here over the weekends. Getting the tires hot and sticky, and just running the turns, running the corners. And there's actually a sign up here from where a couple state troopers lost their lives coming around this corner at one point. It's sort of sad. Obviously it's sad, but just goes to show you that, even a trained professional driver like a policeman, and this particular policeman was being trained. He was a rookie, and he had a senior officer in the car with him, and he was just learning the ropes. Pretty sure it was sort of in the wintertime. Wouldn't be surprised if they were doing maybe a little high-speed driving, and maybe teaching him how to handle the vehicle should he have to drive high-speed through the mountains or out of the mountains. And my guess is they might have hit some ice, or just got into that turn a little wide or something like that, and didn't quite make it through the corner down there behind us. So be careful. I've mentioned before all kinds of different tips about driving in the mountains. This is a mansion. I mean, a straight up mansion. It's an estate. It's massive. I can't share enough about the how incredibly gorgeous the Colorado Rockies are. All right, I'm going to drive instead of looking through the phone. Take care. Have a great day.